Last time, on the Kicking of Mumkey Jones, it was shown that Digi knew what Mumkey's intentions were before uploading his video to the PCP channel.
Including outright lies, such as that he was kicked from the Insufferable Social Media Argument podcast by way of being kicked from the PCP, even though I explicitly told him that I would do the last 2 episodes with him if he was up for it.
This time, we're going to work our way towards finding out why. What was Digi's motivation for uploading a video where he misrepresented Mumkey's statements and bashed Mumkey's content?
And since I'm throwing shade anyways, and I wouldn't even be doing this, Mumkey, if you didn't say you were quitting the ISMA, which I openly said I would do the last 2 episodes with you, and I wanted to be able to work with you in the future, and I hope we still can. I hope that all of this blows over and you just get over it, because you're being a fucking bitch right now. But I think you were shit on the PCP. I think Mumkey was the worst co-host on the PCP. Mumkey was rarely funny. He often didn't talk much. He was often the least talkative, and when he talked, it wasn't that interesting. And the fact that he doesn't see that means he's a fucking idiot. Like, honestly, your views on free speech, Mumkey, are stupid. Like, you are outright stupid about how you feel about that. You don't have to provide anybody a platform. That's not your fucking job. That's not what free speech is. You fucking idiot. You think we're gonna pick Mumkey over that? A guy whose videos have gotten completely stale, who does the same 2 videos every fucking week. The only thing I still watch from you, Mumkey, is It Kino, because I need podcasts to listen to while I play video games. Like, your shit's gotten stale, dude, and you need to fucking rectify yourself.
Now, Digibro may be arrogant, hostile, and a number of other subjective labels, but Digibro, he isn't an idiot. He would have known that making fun of Mumkey wouldn't have looked good, especially not right after having kicked him from the PCP. So why did he decide to belittle Mumkey Jones? The Mumkey Jones that Digi knows suffers from depression because of abandonment issues. A person who just had his friends stab him in the back. A person who is calm and restrained in his portrayal of events. What purpose could it possibly have served to attack Mumkey Jones? Well, I'll tell you right now, I'd be fucked if I wasn't gonna find out. So I did what I always do. I went to Twitter, only to find out that I had been blocked. For some reason, Digi found it necessary to try and block me from getting to the truth. The blocking suspiciously occurred right before he released his Let's Play to the channel Digibros, in which he talks more in depth as to why he went, quote, so hard on Mumkey. Thankfully, despite being blocked by Digi on Twitter, I was still able to view the video. Let's take a look and see how Digi explains why he lambasted Mumkey.
The entirety of why I came so hard in that video is because Mumkey's video offended me so much. Mumkey's video was really deeply enraging to me, and a big part of that is because he has this tactic that he uses of appearing calm and sensible. He has this tactic of trying to make himself seem like he's being perfectly reasonable, and it just is the way it is, and like it's no big deal to him. Nothing's ever a big deal to him. None of this internet shit is personal, as he says in that video and said to me and everybody else involved when this was happening. He kept insisting none of it's personal. That way he can get away with always looking like the guy who's on top of things. He always looks like the smart one who's being totally reasonable and fair.
This clarification was crucial to understanding Digi's need to go, quote, so hard on Mumkey, and it really shined a new light on Digi's perspective. You see, Digi was offended by Mumkey's tactics of acting calm and sensible. Hey, are you sure this is right?
Yeah, I know, it sounds really dumb, but it's true.
So, the entirety of why he came, quote, so hard at Mumkey, just to be clear, was because Mumkey restrained himself from getting angry over internet drama and told his fans that none of it was personal, even though he may have felt otherwise. Seems like Digi's rationale isn't so rational. See, when Mumkey said that things weren't personal and that him getting kicked out wasn't a big deal, that was an attempt to allow both sides to get past the issue and move on. Nothing personal, just business. But what if Mumkey had said that he was depressed because he was abandoned by his friends, and that it made him feel horrible that they decided to vote him out? I'm pretty sure that would have caused a much larger outcry from both his audience and the PCPs. But thankfully for Digi's sake, that wasn't actually the entirety of why he came, quote, so hard at Mumkey. Digi also added an addendum to his previous point, which probably should have been his main point, but nonetheless, it was in this point that Digi announced that Mumkey's video was filled with omissions that amounted to Mumkey lying.
And that video is completely made up of lies by omission. Mm-hmm. And here's why it was so enraging. Because he basically took 8 months worth of conflict, compressed it into 5 minutes worth of brushing things under the rug, and then acting like this came out of nowhere. Like, Jesse just showed up and said, hey guys, you need to kick out Mumkey so that I can come back. Which has never been the case. Jesse's never made that ultimatum. If anything, I made that ultimatum.
Yeah.
In Digi's claim, there are 2 main points. The first is comprised of Digi doubling down on his misrepresentation of the idea that Mumkey made things seem like they came out of nowhere, which was debunked in the previous episode of the Kicking of Mumkey Jones by this clip towards the beginning of Mumkey's video.
So pretty much, for the past year, a small, seemingly dedicated portion of my fan base, and self-admittedly a few of my online friends, took it upon themselves to participate in a harassment campaign against Endless Jess, and he held me responsible for their actions, and there were several fights over the course of the last year in the PCP.
Putting the bullshit argument to the side, let's talk about this ultimatum. In this clip, Digi is adamant that Mumkey lied because it was Digi that made the ultimatum, and not Jesse. That sounds reasonable, but let's take a look at things from Mumkey's perspective. Jesse refused to be a part of the PCP so long as Mumkey was around, and an ultimatum was designed so that either Mumkey leaves or Jesse will not come back. That doesn't really change things much, even if Digi did make the ultimatum in place of Jesse. Also, if Jesse didn't make an ultimatum, then why was he allowed to stay throughout the duration of the call, when Mumkey wasn't even allowed to make a case for himself? I don't have an answer to that question, but I don't really need one, because later in the video, Digi also says that he talked to Jesse, and Jesse said he's not coming back to the PCP, if Mumkey is still in it. But, when pressed, Jesse also said that he would come back if Mumkey was gone.
Basically, I said, Jesse, because he was saying, I don't want to be involved with Mumkey Jones ever again. I just want him out of my life. I just want to not be associated with the guy. And, so if the PCP has Mumkey in it, I'm not going to be in the PCP. And I said to him, so are you saying if Mumkey wasn't there that you would come back? Can you say that? Because you haven't been willing to say that. But if you say that, we can do something about this. And it won't be this weird Cold War that's going on for 8 months where nobody can make public statements about anything. And it's a will they, won't they on whether my fucking friend is going to stay in my group of friends. Can we just hear the words, if Mumkey's not here, are you coming back? And he said, I guess that's the case. And I said, okay, now we need to have a conversation about whether Mumkey is going to be kicked out of the PCP for Jesse.
Now, I know what you're thinking. And no, it doesn't count as an ultimatum if someone really doesn't want to say it's an ultimatum, even if it pretty much is exactly an ultimatum. LOL. Oh wait, that's actually not true, and it still is an ultimatum. Whoops. Look, there's a ton of hilarious, meme-worthy contradictions that can be made out of this video.
First of all, he was not even actually kicked from the PCP. Your abandonment issues over me kicking you out of the PCP, which I did. I did kick Mumkey out. I was voting against him staying in. And then he immediately put out a video about it without trying to get any kind of story together with everybody else, with no sense of professionalism. And the fact that he doesn't see that means he's a fucking idiot. You are outright stupid about how you feel about that. Fucking idiot. This punk bitch motherfucker RC anime.
But to be fair, a lot of this video is Digi talking about the same things he already said. Like Mumkey doesn't fit in well with the PCP. He brought a negative audience, he doesn't fit the brand, he wouldn't disassociate with the trolls, etc. All of these points are perfectly reasonable and decent reasons for getting rid of Mumkey on their own. And I have no problem with them, because it's entirely up to the PCP who they want to add or remove. But when you lie, omit, and misrepresent facts in order to argue that you're in the right, That's when serious ethical issues come into play, and the question needs to be raised. Why? And like I said earlier, Digi's no idiot, and I don't believe that he went off on Mumkey because of Mumkey's calm demeanor, and I also don't think that it was because Digi believes that Mumkey misconstrued or omitted facts. I believe there's a deeper reason, as do many other people who've been speculating since the incident. One of these theories that I, as well as the unknown otaku, came to, shout out for the DMs, was that Digi contradicted himself and made lies to intentionally create a backlash aimed solely at himself in an attempt to get the trolls off of Endless Jess's case.
You know, I can't mention my friend because I'm scared of what another guy on the show, a new guy who's the worst contributor to the show, I'm worried that his fans are going to shit on Jesse. I hope all of Mumkey's fans come after me now, by the way. Fuck Jesse, I'm your new bad guy. Fuck with me, because I can deal.
If you listen to this part of the video, you might be convinced that Digi is simply trying to divert attention of the people that were harassing Endless Jess onto himself. If that was the case, it does appear to fit. Think about it. He misrepresents Mumkey, talks mad shit about him, and then talks about how much one of the alleged trolls, Mr. Meatman, got under his skin. Then he calls out the trolls and tells them to target him because he can deal. So was Digi acting? Did he really lie to all the fans just to get the trolls to leave Jess alone? Or was there another reason? One that fits Digi like a latex bodysuit. Find out next time on the Kicking of Mumkey Jones, where I get the troll side of the story and expose the truth for what it really is. Oh, and if you haven't already, then I suggest you check out the video I've been referencing throughout this video so that you can take a listen for yourself. A link to that and more will be in the description. Want to experience the action live? Follow Find Why Kick Mumk on Twitter to stay up to date on all the groundbreaking developments in this case, to find the truth, whatever the cost.